Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day's going wonderful. I'm so glad you're joining me. Well, today we're playing with pattern paper. We're using the Photoplay Paper's Fashion Dreams 12 by 12 collection pack. This is what it looks like. A lot of pinks and fun themes. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Paper Dolls, but with all the craze of a movie that just came out. I actually went to go see it. So did I. I went with my daughter, who is almost an adult. But we loved it. But I thought we'd make a birthday card using the Fashion Dreams 12 by 12 collection pack. And because the birthday card is geared more toward a young lady, I thought we'd make an easel card with it. That way they could display it in their room if they wanted to. We're going to jump in and pick out some pattern papers from this collection. And we will go ahead and get started. I chose some pattern papers, and I had a hard time because I love them all. I'm going to tell you the names because most of your favorite craft stores will sell these individually in 12 by 12 sheets. I trim mine down in half. That way when I create my card, it's just easier to manage. So this one here is a pink gingham. It's called Accessories. And we have the Glam, which is the blue polka dots. We have Careers that has a whole bunch of stars on here that are layered and stacked on top of each other. And then we have Sparkle that's really pretty too. We'll be using these in our background. So I'm going to take my paper trimmer and trim down a few of these sheets, and we're going to create an easel card. I went ahead and trimmed down my pattern papers. And we're going to go ahead and start by doing the inside of our card first. Again, this is the Maker Series A2 easel card set. And on the inside of this are some step-by-step instructions that are very super easy to do. We're going to go ahead and take our card base, which is a top folding card base. And then on the inside here we have an A2 panel. We need that. And then this piece here we need to trim into 6 sections. So we have 6 half-inch sections here. I'm just going to trim 1 half-inch section for my card. It's very easy. There is a score line. On the back side there's not a score line, but on the front there is. And it's right down the middle. All you're going to do is take this, fold it up like so. I'm going to use my bone folder. We're going to reinforce that score line. Kind of looks funny, but this will be the inside of our card where we have a little flap here. Okay, I have a panel. This panel measures 2 inches, 2.5 inches tall by 4.25 inches wide. We're going to adhere this on the inside. I already have adhesive on it, so it will tack down. And then I also have this strip here of the pink gingham. This is a 1 inch tall strip by 4.25 inches. I put adhesive behind here. We're going to tack this down right at the top of our blue pattern paper. Wonderful. When you close it, you have a little bit of a white border. That's okay. That's going to be our guide. And we have a 1/2 inch strip by 4.25 inch strip of that pink star pattern paper. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to that white strip that we just trimmed out. I went ahead and trimmed down 2 more 1/2 inch strips. We're going to layer all of these together. This is just going to add a little bit of bulk to that strip. Now I'm using cardstock, but if you wanted to use foam tape, you could use foam tape also. But you just need a little bit of thickness to this piece. This is the mechanism that helps keep the card standing. I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive behind here. It's nice and sturdy, almost like chipboard. I'm going to close the card. This is what it looks like. I'm going to close the card using this fold line as a guide. I'm just going to tack this down here. And that is all that there is to the inside of the card. You have plenty of room on top here and here to create a message, which is really nice. and it's really not too bulky either. Okay, to create the front of my card, I'm using my A2 panel that we took from our easel card kit. And we're going to take 2 pieces of these pink pattern papers. This piece, both of these actually measure 4 inches by 5 1/4. We're going to take our panel and I'm going to center it on my white A2 panel. It's going to basically frame my card today. I like that white edge. Okay, we're going to take this piece and I'm going to crisscross it. So just that pink on the sides is showing. There's going to be some that's overhanging, and we're going to use our scissors and trim that off. So I'll just flip it around and trim away what's overhanging. After we have this done, we have these 2 pieces of pattern paper. Now, this one here is 1.5 inches tall, and I'm going to go ahead and tack this down to the bottom of the blue pattern paper. Now, I'm not going to tell you the size because we're going to use the die set to cut this out. I'm just going to add this to the bottom, and I'm using the Photoplay Paper's Bracket and Charms die set. I'm going to use the inside piece, and I'm going to line it up here. This is made for a mini slimline, but I like to trim it for an A2 card. Since we have gingham pattern on the bottom, I'm just making sure that my lines are straight. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tack this down, and I will run this through my die cut machine. I ran it through my die cut machine at the same time. This way we don't have to do it twice, and I know it's perfectly lined up. Okay, let's go ahead, take this panel. I'm going to put this down the center. I put some foam adhesive behind here. We're going to remove the release paper and add this to the center of our card base. Now we're going to bring in our ephemera. I thought the tag that coordinated with the pattern paper was perfect, but I do like to add a little bit of something to my tag, so I took a white eyelet, and just using my crocodile, I'm going to go ahead and add a white eyelet, and then using some white twine, we'll go ahead and thread our tag. I put foam adhesive behind my Happy Birthday to You. We're going to start. I love adding layers to the front of my card. I'm going to add this straight over the seam of our 2 pattern papers here. I put foam tape behind my tag. We're going to go ahead and adhere this. I'm going to kind of tuck it underneath my greeting. And then we can go ahead and tie the bow. Before we do anything else, I want to adhere this to my card base. To do it's very easy. This flap that we folded over, you fold it down and then you fold it up. What we're going to do is take some adhesive. You could use glue if you wanted to, but I do suggest a strong adhesive. And then we're going to adhere this, layering it at the very top. So basically we are just layering the upper portion of this panel. Like so. So when you open it up, let me show you. When you open it up, there's that seam, and then you have the inside of the card. But what's different is it kind of looks like a chair almost. And this is what makes it stand up on your desk. Let me show you. So it basically stands up like this on your work surface, and you can display it. I just think that's super fun. Okay, we have a couple more elements, and I'm kind of going to arrange them where I want them here. I do want to bring in one of the little girls from our fashion dreams. I thought the ballerina would be cute. Or maybe our little girl with a balloon. Go ahead and tack down our birthday girl. Okay, and then we need some bells and whistles. For we're going to add a little bit of sparkle. I have some stars here. These are iridescent stars. Birthday and stars just go together. I'm going to add a few here. Wonderful. So we have a little bit of sparkle with those stars. And I'm also going to bring in a little more with my diamond stickles. I'm going to add some to the heart on the balloon. And then that will finish off my card today for Photoplay Paper using the Fashion Dreams 12x12 collection pack and the A2 easel card set. Makes it super easy to display a fun card for a birthday girl. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day.